what are macros, how you track macros, why macros. Okay, so macros is just something that me and Kelsey use, and a lot of other people use it just to track what they're eating. It's an easy way to lose weight, maintain weight, gain weight. It's just a simple way to do things. So first of all, what are macros? Macros is short for macronutrients, and there's going to be 3 macronutrients. So you're going to have your fats, your proteins, and your carbs. That's what we're looking at. So to start even talking about macros, let's understand them a little bit better. So fats, 1 gram of fat is going to equal 9 calories, okay? 1 gram of protein is going to equal 4 calories, and just like the protein, your carbs, 1 gram of carbs will equal 4 calories also. That's the basic thing that you need to know, and we'll kind of jump into that and you'll understand why we need to know that later. To maintain, gain, or lose weight, it's really calories in versus calories out. Okay, so calories in minus calories out. Your calories in, that's just going to be what you eat throughout the day. And I'm sure my handwriting is going to get messier as this goes on. Calories out is going to be different for everybody. You're not going to be able to plug in the exact numbers I'm giving you. The equations are going to be the same, but everybody's calorie out is going to be different. Now that just depends on a lot of things. Your job, your workouts, what you do at the gym, if you have a sedentary lifestyle, if you're super active, if you're male, you're female, how much muscle mass you have, it's different for everybody is what I'm trying to say. So my macros and Kelsey's macros wouldn't be the same. So calories out, let's say that's gym, job, just your life, what the calories that you burn on a daily basis. And of course that'll be different. Some days you may be more active than others, but that's just a reference. Maintain, gain, or lose. This is what we're going to be looking at, of course. So let's say that you're fine with where you're at right now. You don't want to gain any weight, you just want to maintain, you don't want to lose. That will be 0. You're literally going to eat the same number of calories that you burn. Let's say you want to lose weight, which is I'm sure what a lot of people are looking to do. You want to eat less than what you burn. So you're wanting to burn more than you eat. A lot of people may be in that bulking phase or they just want to put on a little bit of mass. Their calories in is going to be higher than their calories out. So they'll be eating more than what they're expending, what their daily expenditure is. Like I said, I say it 1,000 times, that just depends on the person. That's what they expend, that's what they need to eat just to maintain. So what we do know, which is also important, 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. Okay, so this is important. So like let's say this person who has a daily expenditure of 2,000 calories or their maintenance is 2,000 calories. If they want to lose weight, let's say they want to lose a pound a week, that's the easiest thing to do. So 3,500 calories, if you will divide that by 7, because there's 7 days in a week, you'll get 500. So really 500 calories. So here is our maintenance calories. So if we will just subtract 500 from that, that's going to give us the calories that we need daily to lose weight. I'm very bad at math, but I do not need a calculator for that. So 1,500 calories a day. So 1,500 calories daily is what we're going to be eating. Now, if you need to screenshot this, you can screenshot it. Okay, so I erased a little bit. We need to remember that 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. We're trying to lose weight with this scenario. We divided by 7 here to get 500, so we're in a deficit. Our calorie deficit is going to be 500 a day. So if our maintenance calories are 2,000 minus that deficit of 500, we'll be sitting around 1,500 calories. So we'll start with protein. If you read and do your research, people say for your protein, it should be between 1 and 1.2 per pound of body weight. Let's say we want 1.2 grams per pound of body weight. This person weighs, we'll just do 155 pounds. To find our protein, we will multiply that by 1.2. I said 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So if somebody weighs 155 pounds and they're going to do the higher end of protein, which if your carbs are going to be kind of low, I would prefer just upping your protein just a little bit. So we're going to do 155 times 1.2, which is 186. So that means 186 grams of protein per day for this person. So how many calories is that? It's not really going to matter. It matters in this equation, the calories, but when you're just like normally counting your macros, the calories aren't going to matter as much. So that is where this up here comes into play. So what did we say? The protein is 1 gram is 4 calories. So what we're going to do to figure out how many calories 186 grams of protein is, we will do 186 times 4, because 1 gram is 4 calories, which equals 744 calories. So out of our daily 1,500 calories, 744 of those calories are going to be proteins. So then we're going to move to fats. So a healthy fat percentage, I wouldn't really go under 20% of your daily intake of calories, and I wouldn't really go over 35%. So fat is 20% to 35% of your calories. We will just go kind of in the middle and just do 25%. So we're going to go back to our daily calories that we have. So 1,500 calories, and we are going to multiply that by 0.25. So that's going to give us 375. That's going to be your calories. That's not going to be your grams. That's going to be your calories. So 375 calories are coming from fat. How do we figure out how many grams that is? We look up here. Fats, 1 gram is 9 calories. So that's when we use the 9. So we will divide this by 9, which will give us 41.6. We'll just say 42 grams are going to go to fat. So now we have our proteins, we have our fats, and we're just going to fill the rest of our intake with carbohydrates. The carbs, if you're in this deficit of the 500 calories, it's going to be a little bit lower. That's why I recommend doing on the upper side of protein. So we're going to have to do some subtraction to figure out your carbs. So we know that daily we're going to eat 1,500 calories a day. We know that 744 of those calories are going to protein. We know that 375 of those calories are going to fats. So if we add 744 from our protein and then we add 375 from our fat, that gives us 1,119 calories. So what we need to do now is take our 1,500 calories and subtract the 1,119 to get how many calories a day are going to go to carbs, and that's going to be 381 calories are going to go to our carbohydrates. So how do we figure out the grams? We're going to come back up here and we're going to divide. So we know that 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories. So we have our calories here. We're just going to divide by 4. 95.25 or 95 grams of carbs is what we're going to eat daily. So now we have our proteins, fats, and carbs. That's pretty much it. That's the basics. Super simple. It's just math, and it's just going to be trial and error. So there's a ton, I do want to say a ton of macro calculators out there that if you just type in your age, your weight, your lifestyle, if it's sedentary, active, it will give you what your baseline calories is. It's just going to be like a guesstimate. A lot of this that we do is trial and error. But this is a rundown of how you calculate it once you do know. Don't overcomplicate things, and it's not like you're going to track your macros and in 2 weeks you're going to look like a totally different person. This is a totally like a lifestyle thing. You really have to track it, write it down. What I do, and I think Kelsey does, is MyFitnessPal. It's an app. It lets you change your calorie intake, your percent protein, fat, carbs, anything like that. And you can just scan barcodes, and it'll go ahead and throw in the macros for you for that. So you really don't have to write much down. You just have to scan what you eat. It'll put in there and tell you how much food you have left, and that's the easiest way to do it. If this is super confusing, just watch it a few times, and if you still have questions, you can either comment or you can reach out to one of us personally on Facebook or Instagram. But this is it, and I hope this helped you guys. Alright guys, good luck.